start off with a full view of my room to get the sense of where everything is and where we'll be going. It's not a lot in here. Well, there is a lot, but it's all over the place, as you can see. So we'll start by going here and we'll go around, as that's how my room goes now. It used to be a U shape from here to all around there. However, it was quite depressing, I have to admit. I just go in one corner and just basically like a goblin cave, if you want to call it that. It was very depressing, and for the start of university I decided to change around, and it is now like this, and I'm very happy with it, as not only is it more open and there's more light and there's everything. I now use all of the surface of my room instead of just one square hovel. So we'll start here. This is where I come in and usually dump my bag from university with my socks that I'll be washing. Excuse that. We have my Scooby-Doo teddy, which takes care of my bag. We have down here all of my shoes, and there's about 5 or 6 pairs, which I know sounds crazy, but there's shoes for every occasion here. These are the shoes I wear the most. However, we then come up here to a couple of pillows that are propping up the slippers, socks, and some books I just used for an assignment, which I've now finally completed. We then come over here to this baskety thing. In here stores all my blankets and bed stuff that I don't use all the time, and stuff that I don't really go to grab. And then we come up to here. We have my Star Wars hoodie. We have a couple of pillows and stuff. You can't actually sit on here. I have tried, and there is now a dint. But I do use it for my pillows and to put all my hoodies and my over here we have my kitchen area, which you're probably thinking is a bit weird, have a kettle in the bedroom, but it's actually very useful, as I am a night owl and I like staying up, so having the kettle up here means that I'm not disturbing anyone, and I'm not disturbing the dogs, as the dogs can get very loud. And Ripley, the German Shepherd, she likes to come downstairs with me and she gets very angsty. So we have my cornflakes, which I've yet to eat. We have this. Now this hosts Barbies, I believe. This wooden thing here. I haven't been in it for years, and when we were sorting out my room I was going to look through it, but we decided not to. So we have this here. We have up here a Star is Born poster from the Metro, which Alec got me. We have a picture of Gaga from the Joanne tour, which is from a calendar. We have a couple of pictures of dogs from Dogs Trust, which I've adopted. We've gone through, well, that sounds so bad. We had Jason, and then we had one other, and then I think we have Harvey now, or I believe, I'm not sure, but sadly 2 of them died, but we do have one now and he's really cute. And then here's a picture of me from school, which I keep. And then we have the kitchen with the mini fridge, which is very covered in tea, which is very on brand for me. I did have another one, and that is probably in the prior one, the prior video that I did years ago. It was a red Coca-Cola fridge. Now, I did love it, however, I decided to get rid of it as it was run down and it would ice up quickly at the back of the fridge. And most of all, really, it was more suited for like sodas and stuff. I used to put milk in it, and I used to spoil a lot of milk, and I hate it with. So I decided to get this one. This is from Argos, and it is actually very nice. And on the front, if you're interested and you want to know what's in my fridge, then I have an energy drink, 4 Pepsis, some milk and some jam, which is very student-like, I think. And on top of the fridge, we have just some random things. So we have this little Transformers figurine, a Spider-Man figurine. I'm not sure what the series is called, but Loot Crate were obsessed with these. In the last couple of months we had it, so... But they are really nice. And then we have something called a gong. Well, we have my flask that I do use, and it has been very useful. I now go on the lessons less tired. We have another gong. We have a hoverboard, which has an authenticity ticket somewhere, I think. But it's a real thing from the movie. Well, not the real thing. I wish I did have the real hoverboard. We then have a cup that I bought, the Bohemian Rhapsody. I was actually going to go see A Star Is Born for the second or third time, I think, and I bought this. It was only about £5 with the drink in, and then there was sugar tax on, so... But anyway, I've stopped using it. As you can see, it gets really scratched. I mean, look at that. It's a cool design. Look at that. I don't really use it as much of it. It is a nice cup size, and if I was able to find another one, then I'd probably use that. We have one of the fairies from Sleeping Beauty. So in here we have a unicorn plush. We have all my rags that I use to clean. We have the secondary place where I put my tea bags. We have my the closest thing I have to a Lady Gaga Funko Pop, which is the Countess Funko Pop. I remember when the show ended, I immediately wanted this, and my mum would watch out on loads of sites, well, just the Funko Pop site, to make sure that I could get this. And it is out of the box, which is a very controversial opinion, but I wanted it out of the box. And actually, here's a little mini rant. It's actually quite interesting that the Funko Pop people have not made any Lady Gaga pops, because it's just, there are so many outfits she's done, yet they're making like Ed Sheeran and like Post Malone, which is nice and everything, but like they could have a whole market of Lady Gaga pops. And I've literally seen fans buy things that they will never use. So like I saw someone buy the whole House Labs collection that they said they will never use. So there is a market out there for Lady Gaga items, especially Funko Pops, and I can't believe they're not taking advantage of that. I'm right over. So over here we have my mug tree with some of my mugs. Various collection which have come over the years, so I bought this one, and then most of them are charity shops. This one was bought, I think, I remember the full set, and I think this is the only surviving item, since, you know, I live in a house with me, who's clumsy, Alex clumsy. And then this one is my favourite one. Two mugs that were bought for me, an Alice mug and an Edna mug, which I think I bought. A metal mug, not for tea though, dangerous, as Alec learned. And then we have a bigger mug, and then we also have two Halloween mugs from TK Maxx. Oh, and also my Winter's Coming mug, which I got for my birthday, which is really big and takes the whole kettle, so I don't usually have loads of cups of tea in that one. But back to my TK Maxx ones. This one is kind of falling apart at the seams, if you can see. So I don't use that one as much as I do. I usually use this one. And it's not that it broke straight away, it's just after like a year of use, like from October to October 31st. It's gone through that much. But no, I love this mug, and it's cute, look, terrifying terriers. But then we come down here, and in here is where I keep most of my food stuff, so I'll usually keep like my crisps and stuff in this little basket for storage purposes. And then I also have 2 packets of chocolate creams and some Maryland cookies. Mug, not for tea though, dangerous, as Alec learned. And then we have a bigger mug, and then we also have 2 Halloween mugs from TK Maxx. Oh, and also my Winter's Coming mug, which I got for my birthday, which is really big and takes the whole kettle, so I don't usually have loads of cups of tea in that one. But back to my TK Maxx ones. This one is kind of falling apart at the seams, if you can see. So I don't use that one as much as I do. I usually use this one. And it's not that it broke straight away, it's just after like a year of use, like from October to October 31st, it's gone through that much. But no, I love this mug, and it's cute. Look, terrifying terriers. But then we come down here, and in here is where I keep most of my food stuff. So I'll usually keep like my crisps and stuff in this blue basket for storage purposes. And then I also have 2 packets of chocolate creams and some Maryland cookies. And then down here is storage in the back, and then this basket here. When I want to go downstairs and I want to get tea bags and stuff, because that's how I have to do it usually. Not right now, since Christmas I got given loads of bags of tea bags. I usually have to go downstairs and carry them in this little basket. However, now that is just storage for now. So then we come down here to my bins, my recycling bin and my normal bin, which is very important. We have a reusable bag, some rubbish back there, that's nice. We have hot chocolate, which I have for my mum, tea towel, and then we have tea bags down here, and then that part, ew, is another storage bin. So then we come up to here. We'll start from here. So we have my Star is Born posters, which were Christmas gifts. They were bought for me around the time of the movie, and they are like proper cinema style, and they are very nice, and they're in very nice frames, and I really love them, and a really nice feature to have, especially on the black wall. And there was some drama with prior frames I had, because the prior frames were so flimsy and just could probably break. You could probably throw something like small at it and it'd fall, but now they're in really nice frames and I really enjoy them. Kettle. This kettle has been here for years. It belonged to my mum and Alec downstairs. Well, it was the family kettle, and then they got a new one and gave me this one. It's still working by a miracle. It does have its moments, but very, very rare. We then have my favourite mug with some cold tea. We have my macaroon glass stand thing, as I tend to spill a lot. I snagged this from my mother. My toaster. I did have another one which I got on sale for $3.99. However, that one was very crap. I can't tell you the amount of times I took to toast a piece of toast in that one, but this one is very good and I do enjoy using this one now. So over here we have tea bags. These are watch boxes. Let's see if I can turn this over. These are watch boxes that my granddad gave me, and I turned into tea bag boxes so I can just grab. It's like a proper tea station, which is what I wanted. So then down here I'd usually have a spoon. However, since I'm not making tea all the time for me and my mum, and then over here we have old tea bags, mostly mine. I drink a lot of tea in the day. And then over here we have my water jug full of water. Now, you're probably thinking, why do you have a water jug when you have like a working sink and bath and shower? But this house is like just so old that I believe the pipes are like lead still, I think, or they're just really old and you can't use them and you get really sick, so you have to use water from downstairs, which I don't mind. You can usually get, for me, if it's only me drinking that day, 4 or 5 cups of tea. If it's me and my mum, then, and she's only having tea, it's 2 cups of tea for me. No, sorry, 3 for me, 1 for her. With hot chocolate, only 2. And then if it's just on the weekends, and this I'm talking about before everything happened, you could get little cups of tea out of this and stuff. So it is really good. It was a Christmas gift, and I do enjoy it. And because before I had, the wall was lined with 4 1-litre gingerbread bottles, and it did not look nice. And it was also a bother to fill. And then over here we have this says a fruity spray bottle, but actually has Dettol in because of current, which I do use every day to clean down, because it's very important. So over here we have my Pizza Planet sign, and then we have my 2 more Funko Pops. Funko Pops are filtered throughout the room in various different collections, what I call my own collections. We have Ducky and Bunny from the Toy Story 4 film. Probably my favourite character out of that film, and I do enjoy. And actually, one of the things I asked for Christmas, I usually leave it up to my mum and Alec because I consider myself to be easy to buy for, considering, you know, everything that I enjoy and like. It's very easy, so they usually can find gifts very easily. But I usually do ask for things, and this is the one thing. Well, the 2 things. So then we come over here. So over here we have Lady Gaga Born This Way Monster High doll. This doll was, I think, £60. It's a very nice doll. It's very, very detailed. It's very nice. These were originally designed by her sister, Natalia Geminotta, and some of the proceeds will go to the foundation. So we got 2. My mum has 1 in the packaging, and I have 1 out. But no, they're very nice. Then we go down here and we have my Golden Girls collection, which I enjoy very much. One of the series that I very much enjoy, and Sophia is my favourite. We also have my Apple Pencil, which I keep here at all times, either there or over on the desk, because if I don't keep it here or over there, then it's lost, and I've already had enough drama with it being lost. We then have my Labyrinth collection. We have Jareth, Sarah, Huggle, and Ludo, and the little worm that causes drama. But no, I love this collection. I think this is the favourite collection I've ever gotten. There is another one of David Bowie in his ballroom costume that I really want. However, prices for that is probably really expensive. Like I said, when somebody dies, they're not just all the memorabilia, Funko Pops go for crazy prices. So then we also have a birthday card, my current one. And I love displaying this one, as this is the Met Gala costumes. So then over here we have this paper thing that I made. I did have, I think, 2 or 3 more. However, one was falling apart and the other was just looking crap. So I threw them out. And also because I guess I made them because I was a really big fan of these people. However, I'm now, I guess, a little bit over it. So then we have a random blue teddy. We have Thomas the Tank Engine, a sticker that a friend gave me and I kept for Ladybird, a needle which I use for various, for sewing, but also if I need to get something out. Then we have some random white blue tack, and this is a very random thing, but it's just part of my room now, I guess. And then we have down here, we have a strawberry ornament. My mum has the banana, and then I think there was an apple, which she also has because she put it as a part of her Snow White collection. We then have a random mooey thing from those promotional Cadbury's things. Then we have the first bottle of Fame I ever finished, which is pretty cool. We have a multi-pass from Loot Crate, very cool. We have this guy from Fallout 4, and then over here we have some Red Bull stickers. We have Lucy from Disenchanted. We have Frasier. We have another Scooby-Doo. I didn't realise I had this one already. We have the Rose. We have SpongeBob in his glasses. We have Mr. Krabs looking dazed. We have Brie, my favourite character. We have... Oh, I forgot her name. That's so bad. But from Gem and the Holograms. I thought that was pretty cool. And then we have the apple from Snow White. We then have the Hex Girls. That's the tea. Oh, can we show that one? Probably not. Probably just got demonetized. We have National Treasure, Bless the Fruit Loops, and then just some other random ones that I've gotten. There's a lot here. Oh, there's a lot of them here because Redbubble do really good deals on stickers, and I will show you. I do have more on my laptop, and I'll tell you the story about all the deals I've got there. We come over here. These are some pictures I printed out for a wall that I created over there. However, except this one. I don't see this. But no, I printed these out and I didn't make it, so I just put them over here from various things. So then we come over here. Now this is what I call the movie Funko Pop collection. So we'll start here. We have this guy. This is the... Now, I don't watch all the Marvel films, so I'm not up to date. You know, I'm very late to the Marvel game. So we have the Iron Man Hulk, I believe it is. I think this actually happens in the movie. I'm not sure, but this guy is very rare, and I'm not claiming to be some Funko Pop expert. However, these do go for a lot of money. I've got this one particularly from a special collector's box, and basically the company made a mistake and sent her 2 more boxes, and she managed, and she got 2 more of these, and she sold them I think for 40 quid each. You know, these ones, particularly this one, goes for a lot of money, which is why it was very hard not only to get David Bowie but Ludo, because they're very big. Oh wait, my output ticket. It's been 5 years. Oof. But yeah, and then I have some Lady Gaga glasses, which were given to me. So then we have this clapboard. We then have my main movie collection, which will grow, definitely. We have Dr. Ian from Jurassic Park, Hermione Granger, Katniss in her wedding outfit, President Snow. We have Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China, and then we have the Doc from Back to the Future. Now, all of my Funko was either bought, collected from boxes, or gifted. So I think all of these were gifted to me, except Doc, who was in a loot crate years and years ago when they were going out Funko Pops. We have my Star Wars. So this one, the 2 bobbleheads at the back were gifted. Some of them are Christmas gifts, some of them are bought throughout the year. We then have Rey. I think she was bought or gifted to me. And then Han Solo, I remember, is Han Solo in his Christmas gear, and that was Loot Crate. I was very excited to get that one. So then over here we have my very small superhero collection. All of these I think were boxes, except Harley. I bought Harley from a specific like men's shop, and everybody was looking at me funny because I was a woman standing in a men's shop. But anyway, I'm hoping to get more Harley Quinn ones. Wink wink, nudge nudge. From the Birds of Prey movie. There's quite a lot there. So we then have Batman and the Joker. I think that was like an exclusive to some box. And then we have Spider-Man. Definitely Spider-Man, but in another costume. I'm not sure, I'm not up with my Spider-Man comics. We then have the Ghostbusters car, and then we have C-3PO. A money box, but I don't use it for money. So yeah, and then we come down here, and then we just have like random toys and random boxes. So we have Polly Pockets down there, and my scene, we have Barbie in there. We have German holograms, we have Lego and Playmobil, and then we also have in here, this is the only thing that's different, we have, it's basically like an art box. I have just random things in here, like random bits of paper, envelopes, paint, canvas, and then my Animal Crossing game. Then we have my favourites go for, because of him, if you can see, a little dog sticker. I was supposed to take that off before, but I forgot, and it was a nice surprise. So then we have side round, which is very eerie. Cars going down every single day, and there'd usually be traffic, and there'd be people driving everywhere. However, due to circumstances, that's not possible. It is a very eerie thing that has happened. We are now going over to this side of the room. We go over here to my TV. Oh, let's see if the lighting's okay. Yes, it is. We have my Fame Gaga poster, 2 Scooby-Doos that guard the telly, a Winnie the Pooh Christmas ornament, which I forgot to take down, another dog plushie toy that I forgot that I bought from, well, that my parents bought from a charity shop, which I could not leave behind. We then have the telly, and fun fact, this is a 3D telly. However, I don't use that as I have very sensitive eyes and I don't have any need for 3D. We then come over to the remotes. We have my Roast Me in Time DVD, which I keep with me all the time since I love watching that. We have my Xbox, which I don't use a lot. However, after I finished all my uni work, I do plan on getting back into. We then have the Blu-ray over here, which I do use quite a bit. We then have my video player, which is actually unplugged. I do have videos somewhere. I have Scooby-Doo ones, but no, it's unplugged. And I do know how to use a video player, if that is mystifying to anyone. Over here we have the 3D glasses, which, like I said, I don't use. In here, I believe, is the Lego from the Lego game. I do have a Lego game for the Xbox. However, I accidentally knocked that over and destroyed it, and there was a lot to create, and it's just now losing there. And in here, we have charging wires, an extra controller, and everything related to the Xbox. That's the box I probably won the most. Then we have the Skybox. Ain't that pretty? Which is something I asked for and I pay for, dutifully, because I asked for it and it's my responsibility. Over here we have my Pizza Planet mug, which I don't use as a mug, I just have it this way as decoration. And over here we have my favourite movies on hand. We have my Horrible Histories DVDs, a cartoon version which is very little known about. We have the Tooth movie. We then have Fantastic Mr. Fox, which I enjoy very much, my favourite one, and I hope to get maybe on Blu-ray one day. We have the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, the first one. I really enjoy that one. I'm not sure about the second and third one though. We then have my Xbox games, and over here, we go over here to my CD collection, and yeah. We then have A Star Is Born on HD Blu-ray. As soon as that came out on pre-order, I pre-ordered it. We have Hot Fuzz, Labyrinth, and we have Coraline. We then have my Edna doll, SpongeBob tin, and then we have all of these figures. Like I said, Luke were, and I think still are obsessed with these. I did have a couple of others, however, I did get rid of them as they went to interest. So I have this one, my Harley Quinn one. I have Deadpool, Batman, Doctor Strange, Jessica Jones, and I also have this one. Was a special collectible thing from Loot Crate. You could get them in various different states, so you could get one in just as metal, or just like this, or I think partially. However, I'm glad I got this one, as the metal, as much as it did look nice, it did look a bit strange. We then have one of the rats from Ratatouille. So there is Alexa. Thank you.
Anytime.
So we have her, and I'm actually in control of all the Alexas of the house, due to the fact my mother wanted all the Alexas to be on one system. So now I control everything, and I can now interrupt their music with mine, which is fun. So then over here we have my deodorant, my other thin bottle, which is almost run out, the Rihanna nude perfume, which I managed to snag from my mum, over there. And we have the other Gaga perfume, Eau de Gaga, which I have never tried. We then have my Ravenclaw hairbrush, my headband that I use when I put on product, lip balm, moisturiser, a tester one from I think Glossybox or something, lip balm, we have a spot cream that I use, body moisturiser, and then Sudocreme with a little bit on top. We'll just move this. We then have 2 strawberry perfumes. This was a gift from a friend, and then in here I usually have buds and stuff because I like putting spot cream on with buds and stuff. So yeah, so then that is the top of my beauty kind of station. We then go in here, and in here is quite random. We have a headband. We have I call these dabbers. In here we have the bud box. I get a lot of headphones. Well, usually I either buy them or I sell them to Alec. But no, they're usually cheap ones, so they run out fast. So I do tend to accumulate a lot of buds. I don't use them as much as I usually use once, and then that's good for me. However, I usually mostly keep it because Alec usually is getting new headphones and losing buds and stuff. So then we go in here. This is the main drawer I use. I have my Jeffree Star mirror. Hello. I use this thing almost every day, and it's the only mirror aside from a small one that I have, and I really love it. If you do want to get one from the Jeffree Star collection, then I recommend a mirror. They're really nice, and also they come in like different colours all the time. Someone my mum watches is collecting all of them. And then we have my hairdryer, which is by miracle still working. We have some makeup. I have concealer, some different foundations. I don't wear makeup a lot, but it's just nice to have. We have the veil powder stuff, another lipstick, a headband. Back there is the Lady Gaga makeup collection, which I keep in there, which I highly recommend. I know that there's like, you know, coming from a Gaga fan of 10 years, you might think, oh, you're just saying it because she's a Gaga fan, but it is honestly such good makeup. I mean, my mum has reviewed the Glam Attacks, the lip glosses, and she's also talked about the eyeliner before, and no, it's just really, really good makeup. I mean, loads of beauty gurus were going on about it. I mean, Jeffree Star, Becky Tutorials, all the ones, I don't know. But then in here we just have like random beauty products. So what's this? We have a foot mask. We have in here, I keep tweezers and a spot device. We have another headband. What this is, I think, a shower gel or something from the Fame. We have sponges for makeup. Just random things, really. So we come over here. We have the table, Jerry the giraffe. And we have my wardrobe with my 3rd or 4th Gaga calendar. And over here we have just some random things. So we have this poster printed out, and then we have a couple of drawings that I did. So like, find. So here, and here, I drew that. And I drew that as well. And I was gonna do a bullet journal, but I never did. Then we have these like Star Wars cards. These are from Sainsbury's. My nan keeps them for us, and then we deal them out, and we just keep them, and I put them up. And we have a couple of Disney ones. We have a lot of plushies, a lot of Build-A-Bears. We have the Build-A-Bear aisle, and then we also have the random misc ones. So we have my Disney princesses up here. There's a couple of other random ones. We then have my Looney Tunes, Disney, my Scooby-Doo shelf, random toys. So then we come over to the desk area. We have over here the bookshelf with some random toys and the Star Wars bear. So up here is my Walking Dead collection. It's grown so much, and as you can see, the actor who played Herschel died, and He has now apparently gone up in price. So then over here we have a couple of books which have been bought and gifted from me. My Jacqueline Wilson collection, which you might think is childish to have, but I do enjoy her books. They're very good, and I mean, I grew up with them, so. We then have a big Walking Dead comic collection. I don't have all of them. We have my History Dudes, two of my favourite books ever. We then have a random shelf of fashion books and DC Avengers books. These are mostly like reference and drawn books, as the characters in them are actually really good to draw. I won't get one out, however, the way they're drawn are actually really good reference. So then over here we have the rest of my Walking Dead collection. Now, since they can't fit up there, I decided to have a leaders shelf, which you have Negan, you have King Ezekiel, you have Rick, and you have Michonne, which, if you're confused, she is the former leader of Alexandria. We then have my Gone Girl and Margaret Atwood, my Dog Diaries. Then down here is just some random books, and then we do have it split into my history textbooks. Here, the rest of my books, my dog Funko collection. My mum originally was going to get the dog from Fallout 4, but then the dog collection came out, so she just got the German Shepherd, because it's like always a reminder that like got that from the Fallout 4 collection. So then up here, it's just a random shelf of like books and stuff. We have my more Funkos. This is from American Horror Story. As you can see, she's broken. Cigarette broke out. We have Red from Orange is the New Black. Show that I enjoy, and my favourite character. We then have the Star My DVD collection. We have here, I think these are my Disney films. Yeah, my Disney films and Pixar films. And Muppet movies and stuff. So we have Mrs. Potts and Chip, the Sloth, Maleficent. Can't remember if I bought her or not. We have Carl from Up, Doctor. Oh, I can't say this. Felicia, and then we have my Mad Hatter, and we have Aurora. We then down here have my little Olaf collection. Here is like my live action and other cartoon movies, and we have a picture of me. I like taking random pictures of Mum's phone, which is what that's from. We then over here have a dragon, my Loki thing, and this is what I got on a school trip. Then down here, is my other animation and Bratz collection, Tom and Jerry Care Bears and stuff. We have a Manny doll, which I think is possessed. An Academy Award, not a real thing, but from like London. And then we also have a Garnet Funko Pop. Now the funny story of this is that my mum would get something called a pop a month, and she unsubscribed, and they kept sending her pops. They sent her the Carl one, which she knew I would love, but then they sent her this one, and she didn't know if I'd like it or not. But when I got home from school, she showed me, and I love it. I mean, I don't watch Steven Universe anymore, however, Garnet is my favourite character. And then down here is my Scooby-Doo and Barbie collection, with my Born This Way tin, which I value very much. And it's kept down here because if you keep it in the sun, it will damage. So, yeah. And then we come to the desk area, which I use the most and have been for a while. So we have my Lady Gaga wall. It has a theme to it. It starts from A Star Is Born and from me watching it to then all the awards she has won. This took about 3 or 4 hours. Well, I think it took about an hour to print and 3 or 4 hours to put up. And I'm very particular about these types of things. But no, I love it. And then we have some plushies over here. And there I keep important stuff. That book there is for making like Christmas lists and stuff. We have some random headphones in there, which I use on a daily basis. We have some laces. that is a mini roll box that I use to put important stuff in. My Beats headphones, which I use every day. We have my iPod charger, always that we have in Helen and Cookies. We have this journal article that I was supposed to read and do a presentation on, but no longer have to, thank God. We have a notebook of notes and stuff that I use, my phone charger, and the current essay question I'm working on, with the due date and the amount of words, because I'm very forgetful. And then down here we have another little card folder one, and this is like my stationery stuff. So I have glue sticks, highlighters, pens, pencils. This is my drawing, like pencil case that I use to draw. Notebook, and some more pencil cases, more stuff. And then we come over here to my keyboard, which I would use for taking notes. This is actually a really good keyboard. If you do want to go out and work somewhere when this is all over, I would recommend getting this one, as it is really good, and the battery life is 2 years guaranteed. We then come over to this area. So over here we have this little cup with some paracetamol in, and it's just some other random things. We have a Patrick toy. We have books that I thought would be useful for this semester before everything happened, but I have not picked them up once, and when I was looking through them for my current essay, there was not really that much useful. However, that one at the end I will definitely use, as that is a general history. We then have my SpongeBob cup with more random stuff in. We have my duck right there. We have little dog tags, and we have folders that I don't use. We have, this is where I keep all my important stuff. So I've got a calendar, purse, iPhone, charging things, plugs, sunglasses, and I do keep some other things in there. So then we come over to my desk here. I have the 2 screen situation going on here right now. This was actually only a recent development, as my nan gave this to me. When she first mentioned it to me, I was a bit unsure because I'd never had a 2 screen thing going on before. However, the more I thought about it, the more I thought, what the hell? And it works very, very well. And over here I have my fan. I usually have this on towards me. This is never there during the daytime, as I like having space. Pencil pot with all my pens and random little things that I use all the time. We then have Edna, Scooby, Shaggy, the Missing Machine, and a little random Playmobil lizard, which I keep down there for decoration. We then come over to my laptop and my mum. We'll put this on for lighting. We have a bin which I put some stuff in with the Disney glitter, if you can see that. A lamp stand from a charity shop, and the lamp shade from a charity shop, which is apparently originally for B&Q. We found it there for £15 and we got it for £5, so I think we won. We have some coasters which I never use, and over here we have a keyboard. I have a separate keyboard, as I like having a keyboard in the room, and I'll probably go get a new one, and a much bigger one, as I've been looking in the. We have not these stickers. I got Redbubble sent me an email and gave me a discount code, a really good discount code, and then I think there was obviously the automatic discount code which that you already apply, and I got these, I think all of these for £3, and yeah. So we have not today. I'm not actually a big Game of Thrones fan, however I do like that quote. It is very inspirational to me. We have music notes, and you might think it's just random, but it spells out Gaga, and that was a tattoo that she got recently. The executive producer Dick Wolf, I got this one because I see this one a lot. I watch a lot of his shows, so I thought it was quite funny to get. We have SpongeBob from the SpongeBob movie. We have a picture from Maisie Williams' Instagram, which HBO almost got me on, so I won't say more on that. Scooby-Doo, a random picture of like a scared Scooby-Doo, which I relate to a lot. A very small Patrick from the Scooby-Doo movie, little monster, because that is what I am. as in I am a fan of Lady Gaga. Jinkies. We have Kermit, who I relate to a lot. We have Bruno the dog from Cinderella, my favourite dog. From his animation, I mean my dogs are my favourite dogs. The Babe with the Power from Labyrinth, my favourite movie. A poster, well not a poster, but something that somebody created from Ratatouille, and I really love the quote, but only the fearless can be great. Love that. And we have Picture It to Sleep, 1922, from Golden Girls. We then have Angel from Pose, my favourite picture of her. We have Scooby-Doo. We have Clue, this very cool thing here. Le'Veon Rose from the movie Star is Born. We have Dolly Parton, Lily Tomlin, and Jane Fonda from 9 to 5, my favourite movie. One of my favourite movies, and three of my favourite ladies and inspirations. Then we have Kermit drinking some tea, which is very on brand for me, if you don't mind me saying. We then come to my desk area and my drawers. Down here I have, this is usually split into work that I've already done and has passed, and that the module I've passed, and then randomly very journal article on the effects of Brexit, as I did a politics module. And then down here it's just to draw random stuff. So we have some drawings, my USB, which is when I was obsessed with the Hangover movies, which is more than that. Is the room tour. I hope you enjoyed it. I decided to do this as like I said, I'm at home a lot. I'm just doing work for university, and that will run out in May. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Sorry for how long this is. My mum will probably edit parts out, which I hope she does. Also another thing, I will probably not watch this, actually, as this is my room and I know what it looks like. But if you do have any questions, then my mum will probably tell me. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and insert what my mother says at the end of videos here.